Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of In the Room with Trafalgar Law, celebrating the third anniversary of One Piece Treasure Cruise. I'm Scarface King, joined today by my colleague, Mr. Teacups.
Hello there, everyone.
Now, you may have seen our last podcast, which should be up by now, where we were talking about what we'd like to see in the upcoming One Piece Treasure Cruise events and whatever. You know, talking about the third anniversary, what we'd like to see. We recorded that before, well before the announcements. That was like 2 weeks ago, I want to say.
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago. I got lazy because of uni with editing it, so yeah.
Well, no, to be fair, the uni work is important. We do have to get that done. So you know, we got to make time for both things. So both videos are going to be going up around 24 hours apart from each other. The last video, the one Terry just edited, talking about what we thought was going to come, and this one talking about what actually has come, because obviously we now have had the third anniversary, at least the first part announced, and you know what we can expect during the first party announcement. So we're going to talk about that.
Ooh.
We're going to talk about that. So to get started, should we talk about what got announced during the last in-game announcement?
Sure, you should just give it to him.
You
need the info, guys.
All of this is from the Reddit, so I think all the posts are from Mr. Buttons, which I believe is one of the mods, I'm not sure. But we're just going to go into their translation. So bear in mind, this is their translation, not mine. I don't know Japanese. So, to get started, we had the in-game events, the anniversary of Trafalgar Law's out. Nice little addition for people to get started with the game. He's kind of just, you know, EXP booster is the main thing that he does. We have the third anniversary Sunny. Same as the normal Sunny, 1.5 attack, but it gives 3 times pirate level EXP. So if you're doing those chopper missions, you can level up like crazy. I think somebody did some calculations. If you have double, what's his name, Neptune, and you have that ship, you can get up to something stupid like level 156 from level 0 or 1. So that's not bad. When you're starting the game, that's pretty good, right? You can get like a nice team cost for that.
Yeah, like I just did a run on the New Law Island. I think it was a 10 stamina. I run double Neptune and the ship, and it was like 15k XP. It was crazy.
Yeah, like that's a really nice setup to have. Wish I had Neptune.
Maybe you'll pull him.
Maybe I'll pull him. Maybe I will. We have the Sanji event, which should be coming up in about 5 days. It drops a lobster meat that can give a ton of EXP, which is great. The free rare recruit pools for 4 days, almost definitely going to be terrible. That's in about 4 days as well. So 4 days, and it's 4 days, and I'm going to pull 4 silvers.
Oh, naughty.
We've got the Trafalgar Law Monet Fortnite and the Olympus Coliseum batch, which are both coming out today and tomorrow. I don't know much about the characters themselves, but Trafalgar Law sockets, Monet sockets, Buggy books, Olympus sockets. I think there's a new Hell Meppo as well. It's all good. It's all good. The new Trafalgar Law event, you can run ×2 EXP, ×2 drop for ×2 stamina straight away. You don't have to wait till it comes back around, which I think is a nice touch.
That's pretty good.
Tons of the Fortnites are half stamina. I think that's still on. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's still on. We have 3 times Super Success, which is coming out on the 4th. So it runs from the 4th to the 11th. So you can pick up those lobster meats and feed it during that period. Because that the lobster event is from the 7th till the 10th. And you got 3 times Super Success. That's great. The special characters, the secret characters Fortnites have already gone past. I don't think anybody gave a shit. I know I didn't.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
You know, give us the secret koala, give us the secret boa, you know, give us that secret Kid Ace. No, we get the secret fucking squirrels from the zombie Lola and Nami Island and the tranny. What was the point? What was really the point in those secret secret islands? I don't know. Whatever. Next up is the special Chopper Man Cotton Candy Island. Cotton candy, can't complain, you know. If you want cotton candy, there you go. Meat rate up on snails. Me and Terry have both got 1 meat from one Dead Mushi so far. And we're both about, what, you're like 5k, I'm like 5 EXP away from leveling up, so...
Well, actually, I just leveled up, and I think we
Oh.
forgot about the last update. Like, it carries over.
Well, it does carry over, but I don't really know how I'm supposed to spend... Because your stamina bar goes back up to full, basically, so I'd have 2 bars of stamina. So to get the most out of that, I'd have to spend about 120 something stamina before before I level up. It's probably not going to happen. We've got a Clash of Clashes, which is actually really nice. We've had Ivankov, we've had Pika today, and then Tesoro, Dofi, Zephyr, Nightmare Luffy, Bellamy, the new Frankie Shogun, Blackbeard, Monster Chopper, and Magellan, or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be nice to actually have some time to farm these guys.
If we had time, this would be a great event. Sadly, we have no time. So, whatever. And we've had these Evolver Islands on, which I think started yesterday. We had the red one, and it's just Evo materials of different colours, and you get a gem.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice touch. So, when I saw that was announced as the 3rd anniversary part 1, I thought, well, that's fucking trash. That is fucking trash. No new raid announced, right? All we got is the standard new Fortnite, new Coliseum batch. And there's nothing other than the lobster meat thing, which is kind of cool, and the boat. There's nothing really of note, unless you're gonna go ham on the Clash of Clashes, which again, a load of like key ones are missing. It's not all of them. You know, I would like a chance to farm my Enel back up, because my Enel's been kind of, you know, whatever. But Enel's not in there, and there's a couple of other raids that you would consider key, like Shiki, not there. That's fine, whatever, you know, I don't expect all of them to be there, but either way, this event kind of just, there's not much to it, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, I'd say so.
Well, there's a little bit more,
Oh.
which, you know, it's nice. So, last night, around
What was you doing up last night?
around 4:30 in the morning, I couldn't sleep, but it didn't matter because there was something to actually focus on, which was the Japan 7.2.1 update, which went live, and the 3rd anniversary celebration events that came with it. So there's a whole Reddit post dedicated to this. I'm just gonna skim through the points. We've got a new title screen. We got a new app icon with gear for Luffy on it.
Oh.
Spoilers. I'm gonna talk about that later. And we've got a new campaign website. And the campaign website announced a few things. So things to point out. These are the key points that we're going through. If 333,333 people visit the campaign website, everybody that logs into the game from a certain date will get a free legend from a choice of Whitebeard Rayleigh, Bo Hancock, Sengoku, Strongwatch Shanks, Rob Lucci, Mihawk, and Sabo, and get 10 gems. That selection of legends is important. I'm going to talk about those legends in particular in just a second. There are also prizes to be won, including autographs of Sanji's voice actor, a trip to Tokyo Tower, a Nintendo Switch, and copies of One Piece Burning Blood. We're not in Japan. I don't think there's really any way for us to enter this or win this or receive these gifts, so they're kind of irrelevant to us, so we're just not going to enter that part of the event.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so these are the last 3 bits. I think it's the last 3 bits. These last 3 bits are the bits that I think are quite important. So the 3rd anniversary ship is changing basically back to what the 2nd anniversary ship was last year. They're giving you the specials ready at the start of the run. That's happening on the 11th. Now, I believe that is setting up for what will come in the week following, which will be part 2 of the 3rd anniversary event. I genuinely believe that we are going to get an event similar to that Ace event, which you might remember dropped skill books and socket books and cotton candy and stuff. I think we'll get something similar to that this year, or similar to like the Oars event we had. So that's why I think that's important. We're also getting Legend Sanji confirmed, and he's getting his own Sugo Fest. That's a 3-day Sugo Fest. Me and Terry are going to talk about what we expect with that in just a sec. And the final point is the lottery or the raffle or whatever you want to call it. There are some pretty big prizes up for grabs. I'm just going to skim through them, then I'm going to ask you your opinion on it. So, one person is going to receive 3,333 gems. 3 people are going to get 1 copy of every single legend in the game, including the new Sanji. 10 people will get 30 copies of the 5 million meat turkey with the guaranteed skill up attached. 30 people are going to receive the 5 million meat, 30 of those. 30 people will get a ideal freedom team with a copy of Timeskip Luffy, Timeskip Brooks, Senor Pink, Garp, and Ivankov. 30 people will get an ideal red team with a Kainu, Stronghold Luffy, Timeskip Luffy, Diamante, and Dosun. 30 people will get 30 of the tomes that give you a specific orb or socket, sorry, so it could be like auto heal or anti-lock or whatever. 30 people get 30 princess turtles. 30 people get a skull of each colour. That's important. We'll talk about that in a bit. 30 people are going to get 30 universal skill books, which, I mean, it's all RNG anyway.
Yeah.
You need the RNG to win, and then the RNG to actually get a skill up with those. Fucking great. 30 people will get 100 cotton candies of each colour. 30 people will get a copy of Fuji, 30 people get a copy of Dofi, 30 people get a copy of Zoro, 30 people get a copy of Cavendish, and 30 people get a copy of Legend Blackbeard. 30 people will get 3 of each Rainbow Evo, which, oh boy.
Oh boy.
100 winners will get 333 Cola, 100 winners will get 33,333,333 Belly. 100 winners will receive 30 Elder Turtles of each colour, 100 winners will receive 30 Forbidden Tomes, and 30,000 winners will receive 10 gems. Now, have you got some opinions on these rewards? Because I know I do.
Well, for one, I don't like lotteries, to be honest with you, because only a select certain amount of people are actually going to get something out of this, and the vast majority of us are going to get jack shit.
Yes, yes.
They're definitely rating some things higher than other things when they shouldn't be. Like, well, the first prize is 3,333 gems, and second prize is 3 people get all the legends in the game. To be honest, I'd rather be one of those 3 people because you have all the legends in the game. If you get 3,333 gems, you're not guaranteed all the legends in the game at all. You might end up getting like 2. So
yeah.
I would definitely like that. Yeah.
It could be argued that the gems have more value than just like if you pull every legend in the game, there's not much point in playing anymore. You've completed the game. But also with the gems, it's like you can pull 5 stars. You won't just get the legends, you'll get 5 stars, which can be useful. And you can use it to expand your box, you can use it for stamina to raid people, to do raids and stuff, unlock stuff on extra islands, so on and so forth, you know. It does have other uses, but I do definitely agree with you. Getting every legend in the game, you completed it, you're done.
Until the next legend comes out.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, some of the other prizes as well, like, I don't know, if I came, won the 4th prize of 30 people winning 30 max meat, I'd be like, woohoo. Pretty much all my characters that I need a max or already are max, so that'd be pretty much a waste for me. But
yeah,
like, I don't know, really, like in 8th place, 30 people win 30 Princess Turtle set, woohoo. I'd rather be one of those people that win a Fujitora or a Dofi or a Legend Zoro or something like that. It's a little bit over the place with some of them. A lot of them are more valued than the other ones. Like, I really wouldn't want to be one of those people that won 333 cola. Like, at least give them 999. Like, you're not going to max out a ship with 333 cola. Belly is just irrelevant. Lucky. Oh yeah,
Belly is completely irrelevant at this point. You can do Belly Cave with anyone that gives you increased drops and stuff, and you're going to do miles better.
100%.
And what am I going to do with 33 million? If this was Dokkan, okay, I can use some of the Zenny in the store, and I use Zenny for powering people up. I'm sitting on like 15 million berry. Berry? Is it berry or belly? I don't know. I'm sitting on like 15 million right now. If you give me 333 million, I have no use for that. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to spend that, and well, I'm not going to spend 15 million either. So what's the point?
Yep, no, as you said, with the 430 Almighty Skull books, or not, tomes, whatever they're called, Universal Skill, but that's their name. Like, it's RNG. Like, you might spend all 30 of those books and get 0 out of it. Like that 6-star plus skull set. That is for 9th place. That should be a lot higher. That's very interesting. Like,
Yeah.
that is very interesting. But you'll probably want to talk about that in a little bit. But to be honest with you, for a lot of these prizes, I'd rather just be one of those 30,000 people that get 10 gems, because the 10 gems are just worth a lot more than some of this stuff. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a lottery. The vast majority of us aren't going to win. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you take into account the fact that they are expecting, in order for the free legend of your choice and the 10 gems for everybody, which is a fantastic gift, you know, but in order for that to come into play, 333,333 people have to visit the website. So if you're saying that's how many people they expect to see this event and know about it, that means that not even a 10th of those people are going to win a prize in the lottery.
Yeah.
And considering how, like, low maintenance some of those rewards are, and like you always say, it's virtual in-game stuff. It doesn't cost them anything to give it to you. Like, why did it have to be 100 winners get the belly? You could have made that 1,000 easy. Like, it's not like it's relevant. It's not like it matters. I don't care. I don't even want the belly. But if you're like one of 100 people that won belly, it's not exactly exciting, is it?
Not exactly gonna put that on my CV.
So the lottery, like I said, I think there's definitely some good things about it, and I'm not gonna turn my nose up at a free legend. Out of the selection, who are you going for?
It's either gonna be Mihawk or Lucci. Because I've run Slasher Team so much, I'm probably gonna go for Lucci.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly reasonable. Out of those, I don't have Lucci. I also don't have Whitebeard, Rayleigh, or Sengoku. So I'm probably gonna go with Rayleigh, and there is a reason for that. So, based on the images we've seen, it looks like they're adding a purple skull into the game. A lot of people are saying a lot of different theories on what they think is going to be used for, but we saw someone post on our Discord just now. They think it's going to be Sanji is going to be in, and so the reasoning behind this is we've got this Sanji coming out, but this Sanji is coming out around 2 weeks before voting ends on wedding Sanji's outfit. I personally believe that for the end of the anniversary, we're going to see wedding Sanji as the 6-star plus for this Sanji. I could be wrong on that. Could be wrong. I think that would make sense, and if he's intelligent, you just give him that skull, and then, boom, 6-star plus Sanji.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
By that point, you know, the events in Whole Cake Island and the manga are well underway, and you know, it's all good. So, my point was, with these legends that you can choose from, there's a reason it's those legends. Now, I'm saying this because you would think, well, they've got 2 red ones in there, and they've got 2 purple ones in there. So why don't they have 2 blue ones? Marco's not there. Boa is. Why don't they have 2 yellow ones? They've got 3 instead. They've got Sengoku, Shanks, and Sabo. And then they have no green ones, even though Shanks and Ace came out at the same time. And B, you know, in my opinion, the green ones are like, the green ones haven't come out as often. I don't know if it's like there are less green than there are other legends, but to me it always seemed like there was less green legends. Why couldn't you have just bought Crocodile in there and just done 2 of each colour, and then you get to choose which ones you want? My theory behind this, I put it to you, is that the only planned 6-star plus that's green for now is Usopp.
Yes.
And all the legends in that selection will have 6-star plus by the end of this event.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that 100%. Shanks getting a 6-star plus, Lucci getting a 6-star plus. Definitely Rayleigh's probably going to be the next one. Or will they release them all at the same time?
Well, I don't know if they'll release them at the same time, but with the purple skull that we know is coming out, and I mean, it was obviously going to come out eventually, but knowing that the purple skull is going to come out soonish, it would make logical sense that Rayleigh will be one of the first to get that treatment. He's one of the oldest legends. Fantastic captain ability, although he's kind of fallen out of the meta. His special leaves a little to be desired, though, considering he's supposed to be, you know, one of the strongest pirates in the game on Pirate King Roger's crew, and, you know, it would make sense for him to get one. So it is a little bit strange that they put Mihawk in there, and then they didn't put Crocodile, and they didn't put Ace, even though they put Shanks. But, I mean, a lot of these pirates have something in common. You know, a lot of them were at the, you know, the final war at Marineford. But Lucci and Sabo are just kind of there, so I don't know if that's relevant. But I definitely think that if you're going to skip Crocodile, but put in Mihawk, and you're going to skip Ace, but put in Shanks, I think that probably they're just going to leave those out for now, and they haven't worked out how they're going to make those two characters 6-star pluses, make those two characters more powerful, because they already are insanely powerful. So I reckon they haven't figured out how they're going to do that. They just drop them out. They leave these ones in there. Some of them already have a 6-star plus, you know, Boa and Sabo and Whitebeard. And so I think the next set of 6-star pluses will be the remaining ones in that list.
Yeah, no, I can't argue with that at all. That's the way I see it as well.
So the next thing below that was about the 3rd anniversary ship changing specials. I think I said it already. I genuinely think we're going to get an event similar to that Ace one. Part 2 of this anniversary event is going to be a big boy. I expect at least one new raid, one new type of island, and I mean, I don't really know what else, but there will be another Sugo Fest. Sanji is not the last Sugo Fest in this event, and we have a point on that we'll talk about in just a sec. But first off, Sanji Sugo Fest.
Oh, naughty.
Now, we kind of all saw it coming, you know. When we saw the wedding suit, it seemed obvious he was going to get a 6-star. He's the logical next step in the 6-star chain in terms of Straw Hats joining the crew. Usopp got one before him, so, you know, sucks for him, but whatever. So we now have a 6-star Sanji on the way. We don't know a lot about him. We know his artwork, but that's about it. And who do you think is going to be in his batch? Is it just going to be him, or are there going to be others?
Well, I imagine they're probably going to put some more characters from Zoe in there. Zoe Part 2, whatever it's called. You probably see that rabbit, wherever the name is. I don't know any of the names of people on that island, but I imagine it's just going to be a second batch like that with Sanji.
Yeah, so you're saying probably characters like Carrot and Pedro and just a load of the characters we saw in Zoe for the 10-15 minutes we were there. Now, I have a couple of theories on what I think we'll see. Number one, a Zoe Part 2 does sound like a good idea. I think we potentially could see that. Logically, it follows on from Zoe Part 1. But it does raise the question of, the dog guy got a legend, so is the cat guy not going to get one? Neko Mamushi is just not going to get a legend? Seems a little bit odd, seeing as they're literally supposed to be night and day of one another. But potentially there could be a Zoe Part 3 later on. I mean, some of the legends were just released in a nonsense order anyway, so there's no reason why they couldn't just do the same here. And I have a second theory that in this batch it'll be Straw Hats. It'll be the Zoe Straw Hats. So you'll get Sanji, Brook, Chopper, Nami, and potentially like Carrot or Pedro maybe being thrown in there. And potentially Jinbei as well. I don't really know how they're going to go with it, but basically, probably not Jinbei. Probably just the Straw Hats that are on Zoe. My theory behind this is the logo for this game has been changed to Gear 4 Luffy. I get that he's like a poster character, but why would you change the logo to Gear 4 Luffy if the event is going to be all about Sanji? Unless there were 2 events, and the first part is all about Sanji, and the second part is about Gear 4 Luffy. And that way, you could have the first part being the Zoe Straw Hats with 6-star Sanji, and the second part being the Dressrosa Straw Hats with 6-star Luffy. Now, there is a problem with this, and that is that we already have Usopp and Zoro, at least, from Dressrosa. It doesn't necessarily mean that the characters I'm talking about have to be the Straw Hats, though. I mean, yeah, you could have Frankie and you could have Robin. Maybe a rare recruit, Rebecca, could be thrown in there. You could... I mean, Sabo's already got a 6-star from this island, so you probably wouldn't see him. But you could find a way to fit like more characters from the not the white bit, sorry, the Straw Hat Alliance in there, something like that. And you could have a rate up on all those characters, like your Bartolomeos, your Cavendishes, the Fujitoras, your Sabos, all them. I genuinely think we're going to get a Sugo Fest with Gear 4 Luffy. I genuinely believe it. Dokkan went big. They bought us Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We're getting Gear 4 Luffy. It's just going to happen. Which, by the way, this morning, waking up and seeing Legendary Rare Broly. What the fuck? Where did that come from?
Different game, Robert. Gosh.
It's a different game. That's irrelevant. But my point is that I genuinely think we're going to see, maybe not Zoe Straw Hats, but Zoe Sanji, obviously. And if he's not by himself, I think the characters we're going to get with him are probably Carrot, and then maybe a new Chopper, new Brook, new Nami. Maybe. It's kind of tricky because we literally just got new copies of Chopper, Nami, and Brook like not that long ago. And we got their 5-star pluses as well. It's kind of awkward, but there's definitely a point where you have to say, if you're gonna change the logo to Gear 4 Luffy and you're not gonna release him, that's not gonna make me happy.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Leading on from that though, I want to talk about the things that potentially didn't make the cut for this event that we want to see in the part 2 of the 3rd anniversary event. So, is there anything in particular that you feel should have been included in this event that has just been completely neglected?
Well, what do you mean in terms of rare recruit, in terms of raids, islands,
in terms
content?
of whatever, any content that you feel should be in this event. You remember, this is the 3rd anniversary.
Yes.
This is the big boy. Not many games make it this far.
It's true that, a lot of them are shutting down around about the 3rd year anniversary.
Well, that's it. So what do you think
hard.
in terms of things that were missed out of this event that you would love to have seen?
Well,
or
they need
things
to
that potentially could be announced?
Or it could be enough. Well, I think, as you said earlier, that it needs to be memorable. We need something like the Ace event last year, because that was ridiculous, that island. I stuck in so many of my legends back then. It was something fun to actually farm as well. I'd like to see something like that turn around. I don't know what character it would be. Maybe you fight against Gear 4 Luffy, who knows?
Could be.
Like, you did say a new raid. I'm not really too sure who it would be though. Like, would it be a Gear 4 Luffy raid?
Well, I'm just gonna put this out there. I know you haven't really. If you don't know, Terry doesn't really read the manga. He watches the anime, so he's a little bit behind. I don't know how far the anime is in, but Mammoth Jack would be an ideal candidate for a Zoe raid boss. That just makes sense to me. I know we have Bellamy, who was like the Dressrosa one not that long ago. You could easily have like a Dofi or a Fujitora or like someone like that from Dressrosa as a raid boss. I know we already have a Dofi raid, but you could have another one. But if we're going Zoe and we're going 6-star Sanji from Zoe, you could either have Capone, who we just had a Coliseum for, so probably not. Did we just have a Coliseum or was it a re-release? I don't remember. But definitely Mammoth Jack and his like crew would be very suitable for a raid boss for this event, and I'm hoping that gets announced. But so far, radio silence on the new raid boss front.
Yeah, they kind of caught me off guard when they released Bellamy last time, to be honest with you. So I don't know what they're gonna do next.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly fine to try and catch us off guard with events. I'm perfectly fine with that. But when it comes to an event like this, to just not have a new raid seems very strange.
They're probably saving it. I imagine they're saving it. Maybe they have like Inside the Birdcage with Dofi at the end or something. It could be interesting.
Yeah.
But it's like, like I'm trying to remember back to the 2nd anniversary, like what we got. It's just that Ace event was so good. I just really want something like that. The socket book was so welcome, and I could do with those right now, actually. Maybe in terms of the actual rare recruits itself, we could talk about what we would like to see. Like, are they going to bring back like a guaranteed red poster after 3 multi-pools? Which they definitely should, because it's the 3rd anniversary, to be honest with you. But are we going to see anything else?
Well, I'd say we'd have to see that at minimum. That would be my minimum for this event, because if you look at how crazy Dokkan is right now, not so much global. I know they've had the new Broly out, but in terms of on Japan, like you would say it's a mediocre banner if they give you 4 multis for the price of 3. Sometimes they do even better than that. Plus they're doing the like Elder Kai when you do a certain amount of pulls on some of the banners. They were doing the Elder Kai only banner, stuff like that. Just crazy incentives to pull. But with that, gems to do it with.
True.
Which One Piece has not done yet. So that's one thing I'd like to see, gems. I don't know about... Have you got any ideas for what kind of pull ideas you have?
Well, firstly, I'd like to see them actually copy Dokkan and give us maybe a login bonus every day. Instead of just 1, give us 5. That would be something interesting throughout the month.
Yeah.
I like, as a pull bonus, obviously, as you said, minimum free red posts after 3 multis. That definitely should be standard. I would like to see, do 3 multis, you get a multi free, but on the 3rd multi, you get guaranteed red poster. I would like to see them clear out the pool a little bit. We said about this earlier. It's your 3rd anniversary. You got to go big for your fans who lasted with you for 3 years on this mobile game. Give us a guaranteed gold fest, but make it 5 stars and above only. That would be crazy. Actually crazy. With like secret characters as well. Throw it like the secret Sugo Fest. I love the secret Sugo Fest because the secret characters in this game have some of the best artworks, but we only see them like once a year. You said your 3rd anniversary, bring those guys back, have a guaranteed 5-star fest. It would be ridiculous. People would be spending so many gems. Also, gem sale. That's needs to happen. Not the way they've been doing it though. Like their gem sales on One Piece, we've talked about before, are terrible most of the time. I personally feel, yeah, we're gonna keep name dropping Dokkan, something like that. Make me want to spend money and give me reasons to spend. Give me guarantees on your banners. And I'll be a happy boy. I'd pull straight up. They said, Gary, what are you gonna say?
Well, the thing is, Dokkan, the way they do it is they throw gems at you, but then they release an event where, with the gems you've got, you can do a lot of pulls. Like with the Janemba and Gogeta event, with the gems they gave us, I was able to do 4 multis, but there's 2 banners, not 1. So if you want to pull on both and do 4 multis on both, which a lot of people did do, I had to spend the cash a little bit, and you know they led us in. You know, with the new story islands, I think that gave us like an extra 100 or so Dragon Stones. It might have been less than that, but giving us that and then giving us a crazy sale, and it was crazy. They gave us the guaranteed legend as well. Well, not legend, but guaranteed SSR if you bought a certain gem pack, and they gave out SSRs with the redstone as well. So they just threw stuff at us. And on Dokkan, it wasn't even an anniversary. It was just because it was like a Wednesday, and it's like that's what Dokkan does. They just give you goodies. They're like, here's Gogeta, here's Janemba, happy birthday, here's some goodies. Off you go, on your way. Oh, you want to give us a bit of money? You want some more Dragon Stones? Here you go, good sir. Pleasure doing business with you. I want to see that in One Piece. And I know we say it every single video we do, but the sale we've got on right now is like, you get 5 extra stones and like a turtle and like Ace that was free during the last event. Oh boy, fantastic!
I just cracked open my wallet.
I'm just tired, you know. And from what I hear, the prices have gone up for iOS global players, which, you know, I'm happy I don't spend money on global. I don't even really play it religiously. I only play when I have time, but that's just cheap. And so if you want to incentivize us, if you want us to pull on this crazy event, which you know we will, but if you want us to pull a lot, if you want us to actually invest money in your game, you gotta step it up.
Straight up, guaranteed. Like, if they don't do a decent sale within the next 2 weeks and the banner's not actually that decent, you know, if it's just a standard 3 multis, you get legend free, I probably won't be pulling it because I'm definitely not going to farm enough free to play gems by then.
Yeah, I think the Sanji, like I'm saying this now, I don't think Sanji Sugo Fest is going to be the only one. Just looking at the timing, I mean, the Sanji Sugo Fest is on the 11th. That's still during part 1 of the event. They specifically said it's part 1. So I think this is, people were saying the Inuarashi Sugo was the trap. That was the first trap. This is the second trap. There's going to be another Sugo after this Sanji one. I just guarantee it. Although I can't see the future, I just know it. there will be a Gear 4 Sugo, or potentially something similar, but there will be another Sugo after this. This Sugo will be good, the next one will be better. That's just my opinion, because I can't know for sure, but just the way it's set up, the way everything is lined up, I know them, I know Bandai. If you spend all your stones on Sanji, don't be surprised when G4 Luffy comes around in like 2 weeks after that. I'm just telling you right now.
Well, what do you think? Is he? Oh, obviously, you're saying he's going to guarantee coming out now, and I do agree with you. They've changed the actual picture, so they're not going to blue ball us. It's going to come out. Do you think he's going to be a 6-star plus straight away, or is he going to be something new like a 7-star?
I don't know. You know that I've wanted something beyond 6-star for a while, and we got 6-star plus, and it was kind of just like a
Upgrade.
not a letdown. I mean, some of them are good. 6-star Sabo is beautiful, but there is some argument that we could do with something new and interesting. I mean, Naruto's been innovating. They brought out Ninja Road, and they brought out like a bunch of limit breaks for old characters and stuff. They're trying their best to keep people playing the game, and they've still got that gem pack incentive where you get the free copy of Sasuke, I think it is at the moment, and stuff like that. Dokkan has been doing all kinds of crazy stuff, which I enjoy, obviously.
You couldn't tell.
If you couldn't tell, I enjoy that. And don't even get me started on Bleach. Bleach are the kings. Bleach are the absolute kings, because I know I probably have spent more money on Dokkan over time, and the same with One Piece, but that was in the earlier days. But if you look at Bleach and the way they do things, it's not even expensive to get like half decent amount of goodies, and you're not always just buying spirit orbs. You can buy stuff like Hogyokus and jewels, and you can buy character packs and stuff. They've got loads of different ways to rinse money from you, and then they bring out these sick banners after sick banners. I was talking to one of the friends of the channel today, and he hasn't pulled Ichigo on his main account yet, and he hasn't pulled like any Ichigos. And they are releasing a banner, 2 banners, and one of those banners has every Ichigo from like the last. So it's got full Hollow Ichigo, it's got full Bring Ichigo, and it's got Dangai Ichigo, all on the same banner, all rated up. And you know, I'm just saying that if you're wanting Ichigos, they're right there. That's what they do. They bait you into pulling. And they're like, guys, remember those sick units you loved that you missed out on? They're right there. They're right there. Pull right now. Oh, you don't have any orbs because you spent them on the last catch? Well, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You can just spend money at our store.
We've got a nice sale on.
A nice little sale on. We'll give you some free-to-play orbs. We always do. We're kind like that. There's some new raids out. You can max those out. There's a new points event out. You can get some orbs from that. But you might have to spend if you want to get Ichigo, you know. That's how they get you. And they are fantastic at that. I love K-Lab and how they do those things. But I will make a clear point right now. With this Gear 4 Luffy coming, if he's just a 6-star and there's no gimmick to it, it's just, here you go, here's a 6-star, that's lame. To me, that's lame. 3 6-star Luffys. Oh, what is this? Dokkan, I got my 64th SSR Goku. Nah. I can't be having that. You've got to do something unique with this Luffy. You just have to, because he's the king. This is like the ultimate unit in the game, you know?
Oh, you got me torn, because I just don't think they're going to do a 7-star. I just don't.
Well, I don't know that it'll be... I'm not saying 7-star, but maybe just like... Maybe he's unique in that there's more than one evolution. So you get the 6-star Gear 4 Luffy, and maybe he has different 6-star pluses based on what skulls you give him. So maybe one of them is like that attack he does where his arm's like a snake and it bounces around all over the place. And maybe one of them's like... Kong gun, and you know, just don't limit yourself. Explore the options.
Yeah, I really like that, because that would actually make it viable to pull dupes of him, because you could, you know, evolve him to a different type of Luffy.
You pull a dupe and they give value to a dupe for once in their fucking lives. They give value to a dupe on this shit game. Dupes have more use on fucking Naruto. How did you mess that up? Dokkan, dupes are useful. Naruto, dupes are useful. Even on Bleach, like, they're not super useful, but you don't even have to use it on the character you can use it on somebody else. There's loads of different ways to use them. On One Piece, It's like, oh yeah, Braille points or like a 0.2% chance of a skill up and a shitty socket. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
That I'm a little bit salty on that one, but you get my point. If they gave him multiple paths, you know, there's loads of different skulls in the game now. So if you gave him multiple different 6-star plus paths, then you could say like one of them has one special, one of them has another, one has another, or maybe they have different captain abilities. Just give us a way to make this Gear 4 special, please. I beg. I'm pleading with you. Just don't make him the same old It's like, oh cool, another broken 6-star. Oh, what's it? Time skip Luffy ×2. Cool. Guess I have to reroll for him to even be relevant now.
Yeah, true. My account's starting to suck. I should have crap up on it lately.
So, yeah. I don't know what else to say. Do you have anything else to add?
God, I just don't know. Like, I can't really add anything till we actually have the concrete info about part 2. Because it's just all speculation at the moment.
I mean, part 2 is definitely on its way, otherwise they wouldn't have called it part 1. But but we don't know when. And, you know, I don't remember much about the event for 2nd anniversary. It was a year ago, but I know it was in 2 parts. And if I remember correctly, the 2nd part was significantly meatier than the 1st. There was a lot more to it. So I'm really hoping for that. They're just teasing their way in. Just let them tease their way in. And then we'll see what happens. They could do anything to shock us at this point, so...
They better.
We'll just,
They increase the price of gems again.
Please no. Bandai, like, I know you're not watching our videos, but if someone from Bandai is watching our videos, it's already too expensive. Stop this madness. You're crazy.
Free-to-play mobile game. Just be glad we're spending money on you. Stop getting greedy.
Like, I know everybody's job is to make money. That's what it is. They're trying to make money. But, like, the other games are doing such a better job of finessing my wallet. What are you doing? You're just like, guys, new units. It's like, great. Cool. You're not even gonna put on a show and dance. You know I'm gonna put like 70, 80, 100, 200 gems into this banner. And I'm gonna pull fuck all. Again!
You don't even give me little, like, goodies, you know, to heal my wounds. I don't even get any, like, Princess Turtles or recovery candies for free, tone books or something like that.
No extra incentive support. Bleach added Hogyokus to some of the banners so that when you pull, if you get dicked on, at least you got Hogyoku and you got some fodder. If you, on Dokkan, sometimes they had Elder Kai's. You do a multi, you get an Elder Kai. You know, some of them do guaranteed SR and above. Some of them do guaranteed SSR if you pull. There's so many different ways to get me to spend my money, and you're just not doing it. And I know Naruto, we shit on it a lot because of that stupid step-up summon that costs like 50 million gems. But at least they're trying, you know? At least they're trying to be creative with how they steal your money. And if you're a whale, that's great, but we're not.
Oh, definitely. If I was rich, I would be. Don't get me wrong.
If I was rich, you'll see me do auto step-ups and get nothing. And then I jump.
Like, even like as you said earlier, Naruto, if you buy the top pack, you get like a Might Guy or a Sasuke for free. Like, why can't they, during this anniversary, if you buy the top pack, you can choose another legend from that pool they got for free?
Well, see, that's the thing. They have done something like this before, where they gave out, you will get a certain unit from this selection if you buy this gem pack, and it was like Jinbei and version 1 Ace and characters like that. And some of the characters were good, but they were still 5 stars, and they were kind of shitty ones at that. So unless you're gonna go out of your way to add 6-star evolutions and 5-star pluses for a ton of the rare recruits in the game, which, by the way, something we skipped over, but version 1 Shanks is being given out free to everyone that is like logged in for 2 days total. I am guaranteeing you now, he is the first rare recruit 5-star plus. He has to be. And I'm not including the version 1 Straw Hats because they can fuck off. They shouldn't be rare recruit anyway. If they do guaranteed 5-star multis and I put a version 1 Straw Hat, I am deleting the fucking game because that would make me so mad that they went out of their way to just fuck you.
I can imagine them doing it though.
And so yeah, that's my opinion on things. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. Yeah, I don't know. Anything?
I don't know. It'd just be a salt fest, really.
Yeah, but we will say, give credit where credit's due. The lottery, while it is all down to chance, which is how One Piece loves to do things, they love the RNG. While it is all down to chance, the lottery is nice. It's a very nice touch, and if you win something good, fucking fantastic. Chances are you're not going to even meet anybody that won anything good. So don't get your hopes up too much. But I think the choosing one legend thing is very nice, and I think some of the other things they've announced is quite good. And the next time we talk, hopefully, we're going to be looking at a really sexy Gear 4 Sugo Fest. Probably not.
I'll hold you to that.
Not. You know what? Hold me to it. I'm calling it now. Gear 4 Sugo Fest, end of the month, and they're gonna do something special. I don't know what, but I feel it. I feel it in my loins. It's burning.
See, I want to make a prediction. I want to make a prediction for what they're gonna do special.
Go on then.
What? I imagine they're gonna give us a crazy banner. I imagine they're gonna do what I said earlier. I imagine they're gonna give us a ridiculous banner, 5 stars only. That's my prediction.
That's your prediction for what they're going to do for that banner?
Yeah.
Any prediction on Gear 4 himself?
Gear 4's coming. I don't think he's going to be a 7-star. He's probably only going to be a 6-star plus.
Yeah, see, I think I'm with you on that one. As much as I would love to see our game's first 7-star, and believe me, there's room to do it. I mean, they've released Legendary Rares on Dokkan. And yeah, LRs haven't exactly broken the balance on Dokkan by making them insanely rare when you do have to pull for them, and making them insanely grindy when you have to work for them. So I think that it's reasonable that they could add something above 5-star that's not 6-star plus, and just make it insanely grindy or insanely low chance of pulling. Because there's enough Legends now that Legends aren't that different from LRs, SSRs in Dokkan. I know the numbers there's quite a disparity, but think about last time I pulled a Legend, and there's like 15 Legends I don't have. And I pulled a Cavendish dupe for the second time.
On a red rate up.
On a red rate up. Not a blue rate up, a red rate up. And I pulled Cavendish for the second time. What are the chances? Why you do this to me? And I know it's all RNG, but if you look at my history and you look at Terry's history, you'll see Boa dupes, Bartolomeo dupes, Cavendish dupes, Shanks dupes. I think I pulled a dupe Crocodile as well. You know... pretty standard for us, isn't it? Just to get fucked. And at this point, I would like them to make Legends just SSRs, like 10% on multis to get Legends, but give us something above that, and give us something to work towards. And that way, you can make Legends more generic. You can make you can give Catman his Legend that he deserves. You can give Legends to Fisher Tiger. And Enel, he doesn't have one, go back and give Enel one. Give Garp a Legend, why not? What about Dragon? Give Dragon a Legend, fuck it. Give
Felmare.
Give Felmare a Legend. Do that and then give us something beyond that. That's great. Do I think they're going to do that? No. Do I want them to do that? Yes. I think 6-star plus is the most likely for Gear 4.
Yeah, about right. I would love to see, as you said, the multiple pass evolution. I like that more than the 7-star.
Multiple pass evolution is an idea I had as we started recording, and I love it already. So if they could do that, that's great. And it's not the first time they've done multiple paths, but it would be like actually challenging because you have to get all the skulls, and actually rewarding because you'd have a 6-star plus that's like God mode.
Yeah, and reward you for pulling dupes.
And it will reward you for pulling dupes. There you go. So... and I think they've left themselves open for that because they have that option to reverse evolve. When you do the skull evolution to 6-star plus or 5-star plus, you can reverse it. So I think they've left it open so that if they have multiple paths, you can do that. For now, I don't think there's really anything else I want to say.
I'm done, yeah.
I think that's a good place to end the video. If you guys have enjoyed, let us know down below. And talk about what you want to see, because realistically this first half is going to be cool, second half's going to be a lot cooler, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
just share your opinion on what you think you'd like to see, who you'd like to see rated up, who you'd like to see added to the pool, what you'd like the pools to be like, all that good stuff. And hopefully by the time the next video comes around, I will have pulled 15 Legends, we'll have maxed them all out, we'll have beat all the training forests, and we'll have 7-star plus Luffy.
And you won the
So-
lottery, first place.
Oh, of course I won the lot, but I didn't even need to spend those gems because I'm just that good at the game. So that's it for this episode of In the Room with Trafalgar, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.